Ladies and gentlemen, our final award presentation is the CFSI IFSTA Dr. Ann W. Phillips Award for Leadership in Fire Safety Education.
Where do you start talking about Teresa Christmas and where do you stop talking about Teresa Christmas?
Teresa's the kind of person that puts her entire heart and soul into her efforts to tell the story of need for fire prevention and public education.
And I think that's why she has had such a positive impact, not only in Prince George's County, but at the state and national levels.
And I find that traveling nationally, and people learn that I work for Prince George's County, they say, "Oh, do you know Teresa Christman?"
Teresa's family has been in the fire service for as long as I've known them. And she grew up in that fire service throughout her efforts with Greenbelt, where she was a member, and through the Maryland State Firemen's Association, Ladies Auxiliary.
That meant that that person was embedded in what the fire department is all about. It's helping the community, helping your fellow neighbors, and making sure people are safe.
I've seen her do phenomenal things in public education in Prince George's County. Most of her career has been in that field, trying to tell the story of how important it is to have a safety plan, working alarm, smoke, carbon monoxide, but also working with the kids.
They would sit and listen to what Teresa had to say, and she had that special knack of putting it into their language, getting down to their level so that they could understand what it is. She wasn't there to scare them into believing what she had to say. She had that connection with children that was special and unique.
And when she retired from Prince George's County, the state fire marshal had a job put aside for her because of her ability to do what she did.
When you're talking about educating, a lot of times you're talking about changing human behavior. And it takes a lot to change human behavior. And that's why you need somebody strong-willed who can deliver that message.
And I don't want to say she was stubborn, but she was a little bit stubborn. She was set in her ways, in the way she would educate others, just like Ann Phillips. And she kind of modeled that Ann Phillips mentality, the attitude, the profession, the passion for getting the word out to people.
The Ann W. Phillips Award for Leadership in Fire Education is so important for the fire service. It's a cornerstone of what we do.
Through her work, Teresa has made our county, state, and country safer by teaching children and adults how they can protect themselves, their families, and their communities from the dangers of fire.
Fire safety educators are to me the unsung hero in the fire service.
And while a firefighter can rush into a burning building and save 1 or 2 lives, Teresa, what she does can save countless lives, hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of lives by educating the public on how to stay safe.
Not only that, but the people that she has impacted that have also carried on what she has started and will continue. What the fire and life safety educators do across our community, they are doing exactly what the mission of IFSTA is, and that's making everybody better by what they've learned, what they're taught, and how they can really be active in their community and making things better.
It's a domino effect. You help one person, that person helps somebody else, and it just goes right on down the line.
There might be somebody in this audience today who's young, who's an aspiring leader. And my hope is that 20, 30 years from now, or it might even be shorter, we can be bringing them up on the stage and recognizing them for their achievements.
So I think as I reflect upon Teresa's career, the compassion she had as a public educator was what made everything work.
It's been a privilege and an honor to be able to watch a young lady like that do what she does, and where she gets the time to do it, I don't know.
Certainly very well earned and deserved recognition.
When we looked at the application, when we looked at all those letters of recommendations that she received from some of her colleagues and some of her peers, it truly came out that she was somebody who was well deserving of this honor.
The most significant part of Teresa's efforts is that she has saved lives throughout her career. whether it was with their time in Prince George's County or the state of Maryland, or working with the NFPA on the national scene, making those interactions.
Teresa, on behalf of all Prince Georgians, Marylanders, and Americans, we thank you for everything you have done and continue to do to keep us safe. Congratulations and Godspeed.
Please welcome onto the stage Teresa Chrisman, accompanied by CFSI Board Member Peggy Eccles and IFSTA Board Chair Chief Mary Camelli.
Good evening. CFSI and the International Fire Service Training Association are proud to honor Dr. Phillips' legacy by sponsoring this award, which bears her name. Since 2007, the Dr. Ann W. Phillips Award for Leadership in Fire Safety Education has recognized leaders in fire safety education for their passion, dedication, and contributions to fire safety education. The selection committee is composed of previous recipients, adding greater meaning to this honor. I will turn the podium over to Chief Mary Camelli for the award presentation.
Thank you, Peggy. IFSTA is very proud to co-sponsor this award, which aligns perfectly with our mission and our vision for IFSTA, which is education and training. Once again, we are recognizing an individual who has dedicated her entire career to safeguarding our families, our friends, our homes, and our communities against fire and other dangers. Teresa, on behalf of CFSI and IFSTA, we want to congratulate you as being selected as this year's recipient of the 2025 Ann W. Phillips Award for Leadership in Fire Safety Education. Congratulations.
Take a picture now. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Big Shirley world. So first off, if you were playing the Vegas odds, yes, I've cried. So good luck with that. First off, I have to say a great thank you to my parents, my mom and my dad, HJ and Mary Fran. Thanks for coming off the mountain for me. You've supported me in my many crazy journeys as we navigate the Big Shirley world, and I appreciate everything that you allow me to do. To my brother James Anthony and sister Janie and her husband Big Kenny, thanks for being here as well. My two other siblings, John, Mike, and Patty, were not able to be with me tonight, but I know they're here in spirit. I brought my armed security. James Anthony works for the Metropolitan Police Department, and I am so proud of you, Jimmy. Everything that you do every day keeps us safe. Thank you. I have so many to thank. And I thank you, when I would start with CFSI, Bill Webb and his amazing staff for this selection and the selection committee, and most importantly, the IFSTA Board of Directors. Thank you, Miss Mary. Thank you. And then this is the most prestigious award that I've ever received, and oh wow. It's the greatest honor to be the 20th individual to be presented this award. To all those who have come before me, and after I stand here in your honor, I say thank you for the trail that you have set in place before all of us and allowing us to carry the torch of fire prevention. Knowing each and every one of them is personally responsible and professionally, I've known them personally and professional, has allowed myself the ability to strengthen and support my programs. I especially must thank Mary Kay Oppie, Jimmy Crawford, and Mary Marshone for always pointing me in the right direction. You do not understand the direction that I go in sometimes, but they are there for me, helping me and with all the questions that I have. To Chief Ron Sarnicki, Chief Ron Blackwell, Chief Bayshore for my hire to the Prince George's County Fire Department. You all gave me a great opportunity and knew from me just answering the phones and taking care of the fire service building would lead me here tonight. I also have to thank my work dad, Mark Brady. Thanks for helping me navigate my crazy, harebrained ideas. Yes, I am stubborn. I did not know you said that, sir. So we'll be talking about that later. I've known Mark all my life, and I cannot say thank you enough for the time that he's been my supervisor in Prince George's County. I especially like to thank Jim and Nancy Estep for their support, and especially Miss Nancy for taking me to events when I was younger. Who knew you were the spark in my life? I greatly appreciate your support. I cannot say thank you enough. Between you and Chief Woltz, we would go to so many events during the summer until school would begin. It was always an adventure, so thank you. To Fire Marshal Geraci, thank you for your support and vision in bringing me on board with the OSFM. Tonight, I cannot say thank you to everything. To Jason and Joe, thanks for being there with me. Thank you for supporting my harebrained ideas at times, rolling your eyeballs, because I know you're doing it right now. And then to both of you, I greatly appreciate the support. To the Hawkins family, Hawk, Lynn, Cece, Chief Phillips, Chief Hugh Owens, First Vice President Charlie Simpkins, Second Vice President Bill Faust, Kate Lovelace, and the legislative team of the MSFA, and then the MFCA, thank you for being here tonight. To my National Fallen Firefighters family, to Troy, Victor, and Gary, thanks for being with me also. Victor, I'll be making my own signs tomorrow. There is one person who I dearly miss, and I know he's in heaven cheering me on, which was my boyfriend, Jeff. He passed away suddenly while I was away at Vision 2020 last February, the 23rd. I know he would be here in support. I know he would be cheering me, going all the way up to heaven. I know he's doing that. Believe me, he would be here standing and shouting the highest. Fire prevention and life safety community risk reduction has allowed us all the ability to venture in ways to help out our communities and making them safe. Taking the models of fire prevention into areas that we've never had an opportunity or a door open before. Helping make that change. As the Maryland State Rep for both the NFPA and for Vision 2020, this has allowed me great opportunities to be a part of many great, wonderful programs, for which I've been allowed myself and others to be a part of our community's plan. Not only are we helping support our community in new and exciting ways, but we're working hard to ensure that the fire and EMS responders are safe as well. I've always had a simple conversation. I've always said a simple conversation leads to a great and better outcome. It is our duty to educate, inform, and make that difference. In closing, I've said all the great opportunities to make that difference, lead a conversation that could make a great change. So tonight I ask you all, have that conversation, make that difference, and make our efforts help lead to a great change. There's only one other thing that I'd like to do. We're all taking a selfie. Oh no, we're taking a selfie, so everybody get behind me. All right, ready? Thank you all very much. And it's Shane Ray's birthday. Happy birthday, Shane Ray.